many Korean brands do you actually think you can pronounce? How to pronounce COSRX, INSSA, Lineage, Hi, I'm Sohee, a foreigner who has married to Korean, and I'm also an online Korean teacher. Welcome to INSSA Korea, where I help you learn Korean so that you can get around in Korea like an insider. Let me ask you a question. How many Korean brands do you think you know? Okay, maybe many. But let me ask you another question. How many Korean brands do you actually think you can pronounce? Okay, pronounce in Korean, not English. How to pronounce COSRX, INSSA, Lineage? No, it's not how you pronounce them. So let's start off with the easiest one, is chew. So it's T and U, chew. So very similar to chew. I think you know how to pronounce this. Chew, pen. S-U-P-N, shoe pen. So for the brand A-Land, we will break it up into two sounds and two sounds, like A-Land, A-Land. So for this big brand, Samsung, we'll pronounce it as Samsung because in Korean, A pronounced as A, so Samsung. So this brand is a good illustration of how Koreans will stress on sounds like S, so it will sound like S-Pa-O, S-Pa-O. So again, for this brand, we'll stress on the unstressed sound, like Laneige, Laneige, instead of Laneige. So if you've learned Korean, you'll know that there's no V sound in Korean. Instead, we pronounce it as a B sound. So it's imbeuri, imbeuri. Now let's level up things for a little bit. So we will have to separate the sounds when you pronounce this. So it's Edward House, Edward House. Another sound we don't have in Korean is the F sound. Change it to the P sound, and the R sound we change it into an L sound. So it's INSSA, INSSA. In Gentle Monster, we'll learn that always you will change the LE ending sound into while the ER sound is always O. So Gentle Monster, Gentle Monster. With a more Pacific, we'll notice that the RE sound, which is not pronounced in English, will be pronounced as le in Korean. So Amore Pacific, Amore Pacific. In the brand 8 seconds, we'll notice that if the letter S is in the end of a word, we'll always pronounce it as Z. 8 seconds, 8 seconds. GD is looking great, by the way. Dr. Jart, so similar to the ER ending sound, OR is also O, and the R sound is L. Dr. Jart, Dr. Jart. Remember the R sound in Dr. Jart is L, but here the R we really pronounce it, so it's Al. COSRX. So I've chosen a few brands that I like, and I hope now you know how to pronounce them. If you still don't, or if you want to know more about the other Korean brands, remember, if you haven't learned Hangul, do go for the Hangul first. Learn the Hangul and then you can read it properly. It's very important to know that if you pronounce the Korean brands in English, like actually just read them from English, the Koreans may not know which brand are you referring to. The Korean pronunciation is quite different from the English pronunciation, so even though they may sound similar, they are not the same. If you want to have a better pronunciation in your Korean, or just want to know more about Korea in Korean, do check out for more videos on the channel. Do like, subscribe, and comment below if you like this kind of content. See you in the other videos.